Yo, that's some mad maths. Yo, it's 275 with blue.
Are we ready or not?
Yeah, basically, I think they're all
Yeah,
fine.
stream's up. Let me post the stream. We're all live, guys. Everyone, make sure you're sharing your party audio.
I am.
Please.
I always am.
I'll make sure I
Last
ain't
time,
just.
last time we had Aaron here, and I was speaking to myself.
I've had that happen before, but yeah, just let me double check. Yeah, it's on always allow.
All right, cool. What's up, stream? Any? Wait, I guess no one's gonna be in right now. Hold on, let me post it, and then people join. Where's League Broadcast? League Broadcast is there.
Yeah, they're fine, they're fine. Both teams are fine.
Both teams are fine. For SR,
Yeah.
everyone, let's go. I posted it.
Yeah.
Alright, let's start. Trella, let's get into this.
Yeah, I'm literally just asking Bullet if he's ready.
Yeah, he said he's ready. He said he's ready.
Alright, yeah, let's
Yes.
get going. I actually hope this is a clean 4-0.
Yo,
Why,
by
so you
either
can go to
team,
bed?
which team's
Yeah.
gonna 4-0 though? Which team? Oh my
Tempo.
I
god.
mean, 4-0 TT since TT's got their main team right now.
Does TT not have their main team usually?
Not really, no.
Just to spite you, Trella, I hope it goes to tiebreaker.
Oh
Oh
my
no,
god.
I'd actually die.
Dude,
I'd
do
actually
you know what
die.
time it is here?
No,
It's like 20 past 1 in the morning.
oof. Alright. I can finally show everybody, and I'm not calling it cock. I'm just calling it RM. I don't give a fuck. I can finally show everybody my hype commentary, though.
Yo.
Okay, so it looks like TT is going to be running dive, and Tempo's running with the Rhine Hog.
Yeah, let's look at defense first. Yeah, so it looks like Omhan's gonna be in the Widow. They've got double hit scan. So I guess they're preparing for a Pharah. And I'm guessing Omhan's gonna
Yeah,
start.
DNA is known for his
On the
Pharah,
high
but
ground.
he's on the Genji right now.
Yeah, and I have seen Omha. He does play a quite good Widow.
I don't think I've seen him play before. Really, the only ones I've seen play are Mute, Bullet,
Sorry.
and most of... Wait. Okay, what is
Yeah,
TT do? Oh, okay.
they're gonna
it
run
is.
dive. Yep. And if they run the dive correctly, I feel like they should be able to shut down this comp.
Let's see how it goes. They do got the Roadhog, they do got the McCree for the stuns.
Yeah.
We got Tracer going underneath the bridge, flanking around, but gotta watch out for that Widow. Winston jumping on top. And let's see. He does manage to get out, is getting healed by the Ana. Now both teams are fighting on point with the Widow going pretty much uncontested. Oh wait, never mind. Spoke too soon.
Yeah.
Oh, High does take out T-Nax, but they do take out Bullet as well. Both teams getting 2 picks right now. It's pretty even. But it looks like TT will be capturing the point this fight. Unless High
I'm not
can
sure.
pull some shenanigans.
Kawhi manages to stop the Diva remake, and Omha gets
Oh, nice.
a pick onto Lucio as well.
So it looks like they will hold it without them getting a tick. Tempo is regrouping, but so is Twerkin Tracers. Honestly, as much as I love Palette, I gotta wonder where they come up with these team names.
Yeah.
Okay, so Tracer goes on the point just to recall. I guess he was probably just scoping. Widow does get taken out by the Diva. Whole Hog
And the Diva
does
gets
come
demec'd.
out, does demech the Diva. Mercy does get the res on the Widow, but... Ooh, no kills from Mute and gets taken out by Johnny. It looks like TT might be able to cap it this fight. Yeah, that was a huge stagger onto the Lucio. They'll definitely cap it this fight.
Yeah, just
And we
about.
got Genji and Tracer going ahead just to stall and I guess poke, maybe
Yeah.
get some ult charge.
And they do have some pretty good ultimates coming online right now.
Yeah,
I
we
think
got. Let's see. We got
they're gonna be trying to get this nano blade going. And looks like High
most
switched
definitely.
to the Torbjorn. Set up his turret on the point. Maybe something to just contest the Diva.
Diva Bomb is coming in. Both teams are separated, but it doesn't get anybody.
And
You gotta hate it when that happens.
a very
Barrier
late
comes
sound
out.
barrier, just to save anyone that's still on point.
Yeah, I mean they do pick the Rhine. Beshu does get depacked.
Yeah,
Mute
and
is
there's-
now on Doomfist. Ooh, Roadhog gets hooked and does stagger Powlett's Winston. Or Roadhog gets the hook. And Lucio's just fighting with the Torb by himself, but Torb does get picked off. Looks like TT has switched to the Ryan Hog as well. I wonder if the DPS will switch, because... I mean, it can work. You just never really see dive DPS with those kind of tanks. Ooh, Tracer does get the turret and the Torbjorn.
The air shot hits nothing.
Oof. Meteor Strike coming out. Will it get anybody? Not really, but Ryan does get nanoed, and maybe Pollitt will be able to hold it for his team. Yeah, they're just getting... TT's just getting all the picks right now. Ooh, Tracer gets pinned. Didn't even expect that one, but the Ryan will get taken out. Coalescence coming out to keep the Hog alive, but does get shattered. I don't know, it's looking rough for Tempo right now. They're pretty much just forced to stagger on point right now, because Twerking Tracers is getting all the big picks that they need.
Yeah, and the focus fire is finally coming out, so they're finally able to get some progress on the point. And that Hanzo is going to hold them in
I don't know if they can. I don't know if they can pull this together. So TT does cap it with about 3 minutes and 45 seconds left. Let's see if Tempo can pull this back.
Score 0-2. Switching sides. Initiating
Dun, dun, dun.
So solid performance from Twerking Tracer that round. Tempo did hold them off for a little bit, but Twerking Tracers was just better at getting the necessary picks to shut down their synergy.
Yeah, that's the issue. I think Tempo just didn't have enough focus fire on the point. So everything that they were shooting was just getting healed up by Twerking Tracers.
Yeah, there didn't seem to be a lot of focusing from them. Meanwhile, TT, I play with them a lot. They're real good at focusing targets and just moving on to the next.
Mm-hmm.
ready for battle.
Alright, so it looks like TT's gonna run defense dive this time, but swapping out the Tracer for the Sombra, and Temple will be running Ryan Zarya with Genji and Widow. Let's hope the Widow works better for them this time.
Hey there.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Oh wait, High switches off the Widow to the Ashe. I love seeing me some Ashe, but if he doesn't have Golden Bob, he's actually throwing. Okay, so it looks like Tempo is getting on the point, but they're pretty split up right now. Okay, so Lucio gets picked, but they also take out the Ana. Ooh, picks galore right now. Tempo coming in strong. Looks like they might be able to catch it first point. Or first fight, I mean. Yep, they're gonna catch it first point. That was actually a really good performance from them.
Defense point. Objective B.
Looks like both teams have decided to run Torbjorn in defense.
See, I think if they're gonna run the Torbjorn, I think they should switch up the tank comp too. But Tempo is getting picked
Yeah,
off right
that's
now.
very,
Mute
very late.
does get the
Dragon
Lucio
Blade.
with his blade, but gets taken out by the turret.
Yeah, and it just gets rezzed up anyway. They're gonna wish they
Yeah.
had kept that blade.
Yeah, TT coming with a strong defense. I mean, if the Torb works, it works. It's just an odd team composition to put him on, personally.
Yeah, not having that much burst damage.
Ooh, Sombra is behind the Ashe, but can't secure the pick right away. Oh, does get the pick before Bullet can heal. Johnny is sitting on EMP, so we might see it soon. Just gotta wait for the right
I think we're
moment.
gonna see an EMP Diva Bomb.
I bet,
I
yeah.
wonder what they're aiming
And
for.
TT is sitting on 5 volts, actually 4 since Pollitt just used his, while Tempo only has 3. The Rhine does get picked off. Sombra just waiting for the EMP.
Yeah. But unfortunately Diva's dead, so no EMP.
Oh, Grav does come out. They
And the Valk force as
do
well, and
pick
so
off
is Lucio.
DNA and Beshu. Oh, there comes the EMP. Will they be able to capitalize though? Takes out Bullet. So now they're down their main healer. TT is getting some massive picks right now. Getting 4 picks, almost 5. Mute does have ult ready though, so... Oh, gets the stagger on Mute too. Okay, oh, Diva
Oh,
Bomb
no.
does come out, but doesn't get anybody. Oh, wait, it gets the Reinhardt.
With the mech, because the Reinhardt was already so damaged from the molten lava on the ground.
Yeah. Yeah, I was spectating first-person views. I like to do that sometimes to, you know, give people a view of people's aim and stuff like that. Oh, wait, I'm not streaming right now, though, so...
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
I feel like all the characters I want to watch aren't assigned to the buttons I want.
Yeah, Twerking Tracers is putting on a really good defense right now. They lost, but they still have 4 minutes. Looks like T-Nex switches to Mercy. Wasn't he on Ana before? Primal Rage does come out again. Probably going apeshit, just keeping him off the point. But the Lucio is sneaking around. Maybe he'll be able to pull their attention back. Yep, we got the Torb and both healers running back. Dragon Blade does come out, does get Diva, but Sound Barrier will prevent him from getting any more picks.
This will improve your condition.
Yeah, you know, I think Tempo might need to swap up their comp a little bit if they want to secure this.
Yeah, I mean, they have a ton of time.
They do. They have
And they have
5
a-
ults right
yeah.
now too, so maybe they can make it work. Grav does come out, but there's nothing to
The
combo with it.
EMP prevents them
The
from landing anything. But Lucio Sound Barrier saves everyone. But the molten lava is enough.
Oh, Coalescence coming
no.
out now too, and Bob. Aw, he doesn't have Golden Bob, actually throwing. Okay, looks like Temple might be able to do it. High Noon comes out too.
And they still have the shower.
Doesn't get anybody with High Noon, but it doesn't matter, they'll still cap it. But they took longer than TT did.
Only slightly, I think. Oh, we didn't.
Initiating match.
Looks like Trello's not gonna get his wish of this being an easy 4-0 just yet.
Yeah, kind of upset.
It's
Yeah, not
okay, we
yet.
love you, Trello.
Yeah, but to be honest, I think the only reason that Tempo won that, even though they made a lot of misplays, is because of the ult economy. Like they just stacked up on a ton of ults and they managed to push the point with all the ults.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
I mean that's a good. I mean I guess that is kind of like how you want to play 2CP, just like overwhelm the enemy team with just a bunch of ults. And
Yeah.
yeah, Twerkin Tracers, they just didn't have the support ult economy ready to survive all of the ults that Tempo had
Yeah,
for
it
them.
looks like T2 will be going with the Rein Zarya Hanzo. So they'll definitely have that as their win condition. High hasn't picked a DPS yet, but it looks like Mute will be going far and they'll be running. Oh, I was gonna say Mercy Zen, but I guess they want to do Mercy Lucio.
Yeah.
Okay, so Doomfist again. I don't know how I feel about Doomfist after he got nerfed into the ground, but if it works, it works. And it looks like Temple will just be pushing straight on the point. And Doomfist does get the Mercy and the Hanzo right away. Oh, Doomfist is kind of popping off right now. And Mute does get 2 picks as well. Johnny... Oh, Lucio gets picked too, but Johnny does manage to get away. And again, they'll cap it first fight. It seems like, oh, Johnny takes out the High super late. So it means Tempo will be down 1 for this push.
Yeah, they're probably gonna want to just charge a few more ults before they engage.
Oh, Mute does get hacked. But it doesn't look like they'll be able to secure the kill off of it. DNA Shooter's now on the McCree instead of the Hanzo. I don't know why he would switch off. Maybe it wasn't working for him,
Ryan's gonna
but...
try to land the shower. Unfortunately, it doesn't hit any. Well, it hits the Mercy actually. He managed to get the pin onto the Mercy as well.
Ooh, big pin on the Mercy.
That's one support down.
Pharah does get rezzed. Ults are coming out. It looks like Tempo has the advantage right now.
Yeah, and an EMP, but I don't think anyone can capitalize on it. Someone gets taken out
No,
immediately.
there wasn't
They're gonna
enough
look for the
people
Zarya
there.
to
The
finish
Mercy
her off.
comes back, but yep, she just dies right away. And Tempo putting on another strong offense. Ooh, Fat Shatter comes out. What? They
Yeah,
don't really
Bushi's
seem to
doing
be
a
able
great
to
job of staying alive through all of this, and he finally falls. And the May's coming out just to stagger even a bit longer.
Ooh,
May's
gets
still
both
on
of the
point.
healers with the barrage.
Yeah, and the point's still being contested. Haven't got a single tick yet.
Yeah, Paula does switch to the Hammond, but
Yeah, just to buy
I
a
don't
little
think
bit
I've
more
really
time.
seen him play Hammond.
The May's still on point. Hasn't died yet. Joseph does have his shatter again. He's gonna be
Yeah,
trying to land this.
He's really good at stalling with May. Ooh, Grav does come out, and May already used wall, so she couldn't use it to lift her team out of it.
Shatter just gets a tracer, and maybe
honest-
that's what you want. And now finally we should be
Lucio
seeing some progress.
boops the
Ball
Pharah
coming
to
in.
death, but
Gets booped away. What a huge boop.
Oh yeah, that was a very strong performance from Tempo there.
Yeah, managed to stay alive for all of that, and even coming back, even though Tempo had reinforcements coming back onto the point.
Initiating match.
But Twerking Tracers still does have 4 minutes or a little bit more than that to cap both points, so you never know. This is looking like a pretty intense match so far, but Tempo's really pulling it together.
Ready for battle.
Okay, so it looks like TT will be going back with the dive with Johnny on Widow this time, and Tempo will be running the Torb Junk with Ryan and Zarya.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
I think that Doomfist pick turned out to be quite good.
It did. I was a little skeptical at
Yeah.
first, but it turned out to work for him.
Now see what I can do. 5, 4.
And now they finally decided to get this Junkrat. Junkrat is so strong on Anubis. And they finally
Oh
decided to
yeah,
opt him in.
especially since it completely shuts down them going right.
Yeah. And they've decided to also get a Torb turret. I mean, both teams decided to get this Torb turret, but, you know, clearly not sure how to play around it.
Prowlet's Winston is going around. Looks like they'll be taking the high ground. And Winston drops down, but his team didn't go to support him, so he has to jump out.
Yeah.
Ooh, and Joseph
And-
does take out X3's Lucio.
Yeah, and somehow the Widow falls to the Torb. No idea how that happened. But Johnny does get revenge. Gets some Junkrat in return, and they don't have a...
Does take out the Junk and the
And
turret.
they they do manage to get the res
Why?
off as well.
Junk gets rezzed, yeah, so that pick didn't really mean much. It was just ult charge. DNA is poking with his Genji.
Yeah, DNA awfully low right now.
Yeah, he has a smart idea for him to get out of there. He does go back into poke. I think he's just... Ooh, Mercy gets taken out by Johnny.
Joseph's really
Means
low
they
right
are
now.
down their
Gets
main
focused
healer.
down by the Genji and Winston.
Yeah, it looks like TT will be able to cap this point. Mute doesn't get any picks off of his overload.
There's almost some cool
Gets
halted
picked
there.
off before he can get his ult out
Yeah.
too.
I mean, they took a bit longer than Tempo, but they still have, you know, a decent amount of time to get this.
Yeah, and Tempo only has 2 ults coming up, while
but
TT does
they
have
have-
3 ults.
Yeah,
and both
but they do
support
have the
ults
Junk
right now.
Tire ult coming out. So this sound barrier
and the
from
Widow
Shredder
ult
Stars is meant to be
now.
huge. Sound
And
barrier's
Sound
already
Barrier
come out.
comes out too. Ooh, gets the Mercy and the Junk with the Diva Bomb. DNA gets rezzed. Those were some pretty good picks to get. And Twerkin Tracers is coming in strong. High did switch to the Hanzo. Dragon Blade does come out, but so is Riptire.
Riptide managed to get
And the
nothing.
Riptire doesn't get anybody. Winston does
The
get
Grav gets
pinned,
thrown
but-
out.
Oh, Grav
Is
coming
there anyone
out.
there to capitalize on it? Yep, the Junkrat comes out, manages to find the Genji. And Bishu's on this Mercy, who's pretty low right now, but he gets shot by Joseph.
It looks like Temple will be able to hold it.
Yeah, and if you're Twerkin right now, you just want to get out. You want to get out and have a clean push. Because right now they're just staggering.
Pretty even right. Yeah, it's pretty even right now, but I think TT should just get out.
Yeah, I mean, they clearly have the respawn advantage and play advantage as well. Especially now. They want to get out, and they're still on point fighting it.
Ooh, Joseph misses the pin, but Genji does
And
get taken
Tempo
out
gets
by
the
the
Genji.
Zarya.
Yeah.
Lucio still stalling
Yeah, yeah.
point.
I mean, but
should
he
just
doesn't
go
need to
regroup with
stall.
his team.
Yeah. If he gets picked off right now, it's going to be a huge stag in the favor
Yeah,
of Tempo.
so
Unfortunate.
What's up,
I mean, that's
Chala?
a very bad misplay.
so
Okay, looks like DNA's going on the tried and true Pharah. I really like his Pharah. And Tempo does not have hit scan to counter Pharah either. They have the Hanzo Storm Arrow, but that requires him hitting all his shots. Sound Barrier comes out, no kills off the Diva Bomb.
Kawhi's so close
Not
to a
gonna
grab.
lie, TT's looking a little disorganized right now. Dragons catches both Beshu and X3. Yeah, I don't know if they can do it. It looks like Tempo might win this map unless TT pulls something out of their ass in the next 20 seconds.
Wow, and the teabags. Oh no. Oh no.
Ugh. I mean, come on. I mean, TT teabags a lot too, so.
Yeah. Kawhi's got this grab right now. He could end it and
Yeah,
maybe even
he
just
can
stop it
just
from going
grab
point.
and. Looks like the Diva will get on the point. Grab does come out, but.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty early, but it's going to get the job done.
Yeah. And Tempo will take it with 4-3.
Yeah, Tempo's starting off slow in that match, but managed to pull out at the end.
what's happened to Blue?
Oh, they're just going
I
to...
have no idea. And Pollock coming in with the play of the game. Let's see which one it was. I think it was that 4-man chatter he got. Or maybe not. Just swinging away and ends it with the
And a
pin.
blind
That
shot
was a
off.
pretty sick
I mean,
play.
blind pin, yeah. I really should have my button configs right now.
Blind pins are the best pins, though. Let's be real.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, it looks like Tempo did lose somebody, but they've got plenty of people to sub in.
Hmm.
I don't know if Tempo can keep up that strong performance, they might just get the 4-0 Trella wanted.
Yeah.
Oh, Tempo
Hopefully.
loses another person. Were they swapped out or did they leave?
I don't know. Some nerd, some nerdy bear, could you host? Because apparently the ping's awful.
Hosting won't change it.
Yeah,
It won't.
how do I do that? Do I just restart it? Do I just make my own
Yeah,
lobby or
yeah,
something?
just open up your own lobby.
Okay, I got you. Okay, is there anything special I should name the lobby?
No, but you have to have tempo and TT.
Yeah, well, I figured that.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, just let me fuck with lobby settings real quick.
I don't think changing hosts will do anything. It's a dedicated
Well,
server.
Neither,
I'm on
neither, neither do I. But it's worth a try considering that the like.
Oh,
So
okay.
okay, so SWAT teams after match, turn that off, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Uh okay, let's see. Said tempo. Alright, oh wait, I forgot to set it to competitive. Hold on, I just gotta remember how to set it to competitive. Would that be in the modes or the map setting? It'd be
It's in
in mode.
modes.
Okay, yeah, I'm doing it right now. Okay, what's the next map?
Icon World.
Uh, yeah, I can roll.
Alright, well tell them lobby's open to join on me. I'm just putting in the
Okay.
finishing touches.
Wait, so who's streaming?
Oh, I am.
I'm not okay. Wait. So I mean we got TT saying it doesn't matter.
If it doesn't matter, I can still like host it here, but
Okay, yeah. Okay, well I guess I'm just coming back to your lobby then.
okay.
Okay, let me Okay, there we go.
What the fuck?
I have no idea.
Where's that entire team gone?
Yeah, I told him. Oh my god. Fuck. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, I guess they're back.
Yeah, start. Let's go.
Yeah.
We're ready.
Thank God.
I'm actually not too sure what to expect in terms of which team's going to win, because I think on
I think
Anubis, Twerkin Tracers did look like they knew how to run a decent dive
I
comp.
think Twerkin will win this map.
Okay.
Yeah, Dabbing Doomfist slash Twerking Tracers, since it's mostly the same people anyway, they're really good on Eichenwald. Even when it looks like they're down and out, they always manage to clutch it on this map. So, personally, I'm expecting this to go to TT.
Okay.
But with the strong performance Tempo put on last map, you never know.
Yeah, and they do have Weeaboo in now instead of Mute, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Colony. Yeah.
Weeb is on tank this time, though. It looks like they'll be running Zen Goats. With TT going with the Orisa Hog Sim. Ooh, I like it. Though, I think they're gonna need a Bastion or a Reaper or something to just put damage into the goats. I mean, they don't have the Moira, so the healing output is a lot lower than standard goats. So maybe the Hanzo Sim can do it.
Yeah, with the comp that Twerkin Tracers has right now, they're just going to want to be holding at choke and just dealing as much damage as they can just through the choke. And these hits from the Hanzo
honestly, I think they
and from
should
the
pick
Orisa
out the
hooks.
Pharah. Oh,
Yeah, that's one down
getting
already.
picks right away though. I think they should go with the Pharah just because the only thing they have to contest the Pharah is a D.Va, but it seems to be working out for them right now. And Symmetra does regenerate ammo when she holds her primary fire down on shield.
And she's
so
so close to her first wall anyway.
Oh yeah. Symmetra gets ult charge real easy now.
Yeah. Here's her ult. She's gonna be... Trying to use this offensively. Let's see how she uses this.
Yeah,
Well,
Twerkin
she's just gonna hold
closer
down
to their
R1.
ults than-
She's just gonna hold down
Yeah.
R1, yeah. Or R2, whatever button you have.
Yeah, it doesn't look like the goats is really working. Twerking Traces did push out to spawn for the
Yeah.
the
The benefit of goats is the
Paula's
ult
sitting out
economy.
there alone.
But
Looks like
Bullet,
they will swap the Lucio for the Moira.
yeah, and they're swapping the Pharah. They've got a okay, they went back to Lucio, so they lost all that ult charge, unfortunately. But now they've got a Pharah.
Oh. But they don't really have anybody except for the Zen for the Pharah, and
They have the Ana.
Ana is a pretty
well.
good counter to Pharah, especially with this comp they have. Whole Hog does come out, does get the Zarya, and the Diva. Yeah, I think Tempo's gonna need more healing if they want to run this comp. Oh, Bullet does switch to the Moira now. Moira Lucio, I was about to say, Mercy Lucio. Personally, I don't like Moira Zen just because she can't really peel well enough for Zen. Waste resources that could be used on the team. Ana doesn't seem to be having too many problems with the Pharah either. And Symmetra Wall does come out. So does Bongo. Yeah, Twerkin Traces is putting on an amazing defense right now. They haven't, Tempo hasn't even touched point yet.
Pushing all the way to the spawn just to confirm all these kills. Love to see it.
And it looks like Weeb is on Junkrat now.
Yeah.
Colin will be coming up on his ult. They have both Shatter and
If
Grab
we get the Junker
ready.
right here, that would be pretty nice. Unfortunately, Junker gets away. And
By
right
the
now,
hair of his
they
chinny
have
chin chin.
yeah. Right now they have a Ana ult and a Hanzo ult, and no support ult to save them from this grab.
Yeah, Nano Boost does not affect the damage done by a Dragon Strike.
And he throws in the grab.
Grab comes out. Oh, so 3 ults coming out right now. Looks like Tempo will get some picks, but they're not able to pick off the Zarya. The Junkrat tire is coming out too. Oh wait, oh wait, I forgot Tempo's playing the Zarya. Symmetra ult is coming out. Bullet gets taken out by the Hanzo. Wow, wait. Is Tempo, are they gonna, okay, it looks like they will catch
Yeah, I mean with
it.
this wall, that gives them a great opportunity to push in.
Ooh, Twerking Tracer's getting there at the last second, but the Ana gets taken out. Yeah, I think honestly TT should just regroup. They held it for a pretty long time, so they could potentially hold it before they get to second point. Yeah, I think the best option would be for TT to regroup, but it looks like they are being chased by the Lucio. Doomfist does get taken out by
he
Johnny's
gets
Tracer.
yeah, and that chase just gets punished. I think is Hinax holding this Nano? I think he held it for the entire first push. For the
Yeah,
entire
he
first
hasn't
point.
used Nano yet. He didn't really have any good targets to Nano. Oh wait, no, I think he was probably going to use it, but you notice when he got back on a point, he got taken out before the tanks did.
Right.
They do have 3 ults on both sides, though. Oh, 4 ults with Bongo coming out. Another Earth Shatter, but doesn't seem like it got anybody. Junkrat is poking from up top, does manage to take out the Bongo and gets behind the Orisa. Beshu's missing a lot of shots on Roadhog right now, but does manage to take out the Junkrat. And Tracer gets nothing off of her bomb. And gets taken out by the Fire Strike. Oof. See, I think TT's problem right now is that their DPS are getting a little too aggressive.
Oh, and it's a huge boot.
Ooh, Hall Hog comes out too. Sound Barrier. Oh, the Hog almost gets booped off, but barely manages to stay on. And Johnny going with Pharah instead of Tracer now, but he doesn't really have the Mercy or a Zen to help him, so he better hope their Ana's aim is on point. And Pro Reaps is on Ashe right now, but he's not close enough to contest. He's just way behind his team. It looks like Twerking Tracers might be able to hold it though. Only 40 seconds left. And Tempo is at a huge spawn disadvantage for where the payload is. Zarya does get hooked, but no pick on it. Oh, and never mind, there it goes. And it looks like Twerkin Tracers will hold it before second point. I don't think Tempo can get back in time. They've got 10 seconds to get on point. They're by the castle right now.
You guys are so bad.
Yeah, I know you are. Ooh, Earthshatter coming out, gets the Lucio and Orisa. Hog does get nanoed. Let's see if he can get some picks off of it. Does manage to get the Doomfist. Bongo comes out and Barrage. The ults are just flying everywhere now. Even Bob's coming to join the fun. Yeah, oh, team kill for the win.
Score 0-1. Switching sides. Initiating match.
So Twerkin Tracers only has to get it to second point and they win this, and they've shown that Eichenwald is their map numerous times, so I think they should be able to do it. Looks like we will be on the Ashe now, and they'll be running Mercy, Ana, and Colin going on the Mei. And we will see, ooh, triple DPS from Twerking Tracer with Pharah, Bastion, and Symmetra. Wonder how that's gonna work, honestly.
I think they'll switch.
You don't see triple.
They'll switch. They'll switch. Yeah.
I don't know, man. You don't see triple DPS a lot, and it is becoming more viable. Though, me personally, I'd swap out the Lucio for the Zenyatta. Ooh, Beshu gets hit by the dynamite. It was either the dynamite or a fire strike. Symmetra teleporter does get on top of bridge. Will they take advantage of it though? Oh, yep. Looks like they'll be going on top of the bridge, but Bastion is in front of his shield.
Yeah, I mean, why is he in front of the shield? He just has to go behind the wall. That's a big misplay.
They do get 2 picks, but the Mercy does get the res on the Mei. It looks like Twerkin Tracers is going to be able to cap it first point, though. Mercy did look like she was going in for the res, but got stopped when she saw the Bastion. And it looks like they will be running Pirate Ship. Very strong offense. I wonder how they're going to swap to counter the triple DPS, because they don't have enough healing to deal with it right now. Pharah does get picked off though, but I mean they got good spawn advantage right now, so it doesn't really matter. And we almost have Symmetra ult and Bastion ult for Twerking Tracers. Meanwhile, the only ult that'll be online soon for Tempo is Mercy Valk, which against this team it really won't do much. Wall does come out. Symmetra fighting all the way up front, and Johnny finally going into turret form. Oh, and the Mei does manage to freeze herself off, but I don't think it'll save her. Oh, it does manage to get the wall up, and Tempo's putting on a pretty good defense right now. Weebu going pretty much uncontested right now, though. Oh, Johnny switches to the Widow now. Looks like he's gonna take care of that Ashe himself. And Beshu does swap off to Roadhog, so they will be running the more standard 2-2-2 now. And Johnny does get the Ashe, but Mercy... Oh! Stops the res! That was a very good play. And Pro Reaps going in, harassing the backline. Does manage to pick off the Ana, but gets taken out by the Zarya. Yeah, Tempo's gonna have to regroup. Oh. And Twerking Tracer still does have 4 minutes left to get it not very far at all. This isn't looking good for Tempo right now. And Tempo, or Johnny picking off both Ana and Ashe. He's just popping off with Widow right now. And the barrage comes out, gets both tanks. Oh, yeah, told you, this was Twerking Tracer's map.
Yeah, some big plays from Johnny on that Widow there.
Yeah, it was a rough start. The first map, it didn't really go in Twerking Tracer's favors, but they showed that they're not down and out yet. And Powlett with another play of the game.
Cease your resistance.
This is still anybody's game right now, too, but Twerking Traces has to be feeling good after that strong win. Yeah, it looks like the ping argument is coming up again, but... Yeah, honestly, I don't think it was the ping for Tempo. Like, it was just Twerking Tracers had a better performance that map.
Yeah, and the next map is Oasis.
Now Tempo wants to change host again. But like Pro Reeves has a point. The only way you can have 600 ping is if you're in the middle of nowhere. Like, I don't think it's the host problem. I don't know. What do you think, Trello? I'm assuming you're seeing what's going on in match chat.
Yeah, it's not gonna make any difference.
It really isn't, and it's just gonna make the game take even longer to get finished.
Trella, you there? Trella.
He just talked.
Okay.
Looks like they're taking a vote, see if they want to change host, but honestly, I don't think that's going to do anything. I guess they want a host change, so do you just want to go with it, Trella?
Yeah, just go, just go. Just leave the mixed lobby. Just
Okay.
go.
Yeah, I'm gonna... Well, the next map is Oasis, you said, right?
Yep, Oasis.
Okay, just give me a sec. Alright, join on me.
Da, 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 da.
Pro Reaps is TT, right?
Uh, can't remember. Have no idea. I'll check rosters.
Weeb is on Tempo, I know.
Yeah, Proops is on TT.
DNA, red or blue?
DNA is red.
Okay. Oh, he's already. So Kawhi Raiders on Tempo, right?
Kawaii Radar is on tempo, yeah.
And MJNA, he's Tempo too.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. And Weeb. So the score's 1-1 right now. Then.
Mm-hmm.
ready yet. What do you mean they can't join? What the, or can't invite? What the fuck? Okay, pro for Reaps. Or pro for DNA, I mean, that's not what I clicked, but okay. I'm assuming both teams are ready. Because I'm about to just start it.
Let's just wait a bit. Just get
Okay.
the R confirmation. Alright, tempo's ready. And go.
Alright.
Alright, Oasis is nice. We get to see some variation. For
I
example,
assume TT will run dive because they love running dive on control.
yeah, dive on city center is quite strong. A lot of open space, high ground to take advantage of. But it's not so strong on a place like Gardens, where it's like
Yeah,
much
that's
smaller
true.
chokes. But it looks like we're going to start off in University. And honestly, University is like one of those in between where it's like there is high ground and there is space to take with dive. At the same time, you could easily run a a death ball comp and
I
play
just
pretty
hope we
strong.
don't see more goats.
I think this is the start of the Overwatch League, and seeing that the pros are just basically telling us that goats is still the best comp out there in most cases.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw that earlier. I wasn't too
Yeah.
happy about it, honestly.
I mean, if they're playing Overwatch League, they're there to win it. You know, they're playing for like real money. So
Yeah, I know.
yeah, they're proving that goats is basically the optimal comp. But that's obviously at the highest level where teams are able to execute goats in that kind of fashion, where it's, you know, almost uncounterable to any other comp. So it's going to be a lot different to our kind of level of play. Yeah, but we do see Tempo coming out of spawn with a goats.
Yeah, I actually saw, I was watching Fusion versus Spitfire, and one of the team did goats, but it was Winston, Diva, and Zarya instead of Ryan, Diva, Zarya.
Yeah. A lot of these teams are running Winston instead of the Ryan. I guess just because of the mobility and the bubble, and Winston just able to, you know, capture so much more space rather than Orion who just get bullied, right?
Yeah, it looks like instead of going with the shield tank, TT is running with Diva Hammond.
Yeah.
You don't actually see that a lot at our level.
And this little death ball was so good. Like the Lucio and the Ryan move around with the Brigitte just confirming some kills, and the Pharah not able to keep up with that level of speed. But DNA is really close to his first ultimate, his Rocket Barrage. Just farming it off the goats. Yeah, and he's going to be the first ult that we see online.
DNA's really good at getting those fast, especially when he's playing against the
I
comp
say
that's all
that,
bunched together like goats is.
Joseph has his Earthshot ready, but he gets taken out.
Pollock gets taken out too. Grab
The grab
does
comes
come
out.
out. So does Barrage. He does get the Diva with it, but not much else. And Pollock does get revived. Looks like CT might catch it right here.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a really good barrage coming up from behind Tempo. We weren't ready for it. And this Brigitte might just get staggered here as well.
DNA, he's so good at hitting those surprise ults. Like, it was on this map in one of his OPT games around the choke where you come out of spawn. He got a fat 4-man barrage. It was crazy. Like, no mercy pocket, no nothing.
Looks like Tempo's just going to cap this point.
Oh,
no.
No, they do get booped off the point, but the Diva Bomb is coming out. Doesn't get anybody, though. Both teams are pretty even right now, but Twerkin Tracers has at least one.
Oh no, the
same
shatter
ults,
just
but the shatter.
connects. And a huge Lucio beat keeps him alive. But the Fire Barrage just adds on top of that damage, and the Lucio ult's not enough to
was
save
not
him.
able to kill Pharah with her own ult. Tempo almost had it, but TT just coming back.
Yeah.
I don't know if the GOATS is going to work for them, but they do have Trans and Rally coming up. Trans coming out, the team does it, Tempo does push with it with Diva going in, but I think they used Trans too early, to be honest.
Yeah, but that's a huge shatter.
Fat shatter. But Joseph gets taken out, and Hanzo Dragons do come out. Powlett does get revived though. Grab does come out catching Hog and Lucio, but another barrage from DNA. This time getting Lucio and Zarya. Yeah, the GOATS just isn't working for them. TT's able to separate them way too much. And Diva gets taken out of mech as easily as she gets it back. Yeah, they're gonna have to swap off that GOATS. It wasn't working at all. They really only capped point once.
Yeah.
DNA his far is ridiculous though. Like it's just so
yeah,
easy
yeah,
for
and the
him
fact
to get
he's
those
able
ults
to, yeah, and the fact he's able to like do it all on his own and not needing much of a mercy pocket allows his mercy to just focus healing the rest of his team.
Exactly. Like he's really consistent with hitting direct shots too.
He's always off in those off angles, you know, the kind of angles that like GOATs can't always cover because they're so focused on trying to, you know, death ball and kill what's in front of them.
Yeah, it looks like they will be swapping to the Moira goats, the standard original goats now. Maybe that'll help, but it looks like TT will be running triple tank this time around with DNA as the sole DPS.
Yeah, and once again, they don't really have an answer to this far
And
except for
DNA
a diva.
already at 25% ult, 32 now. He's just
Yeah.
getting it so fast. Moira's almost there too, but I mean, Moira just gets ult charged so easily, it's ridiculous. Pollet does get the pin on the diva, but both Ryan's getting taken out. And Weave does get demenked. Looks like this is Twerking Tracer's fight. Mercy gets taken out though. Yep, Twerking Tracer's catching it again. They're
And
just
DNA's already got
they're
his
not
ultimate.
allowing the goats to do what it does best.
Yeah. And DNA just having a really
Look.
nice game, just, you know, farming his ult, doing
Yeah.
what he wants.
DNA's killing it right now. Looks like Weeb will be going on to the Ashe, so they'll be running triple support
Ooh,
with
DNA's
Ashe as
low.
the DPS
He's gonna
now.
get out.
Weeb is a very good hit scan, but I don't know if he's going to be able to take out DNA by himself, and they don't have a diva anymore. Ooh, fat barrage. Three
Yeah,
people with
it
the
does
help
take
of
out-
Zarya grab.
Weeb does take out the Pharaoh,
Bullet
but
uses
it's not gonna do
coalescence,
anything.
but it was an absolute waste. Like,
Yeah.
there was nobody there to stay alive. And Twerking Tracers does have the Lucio ult right now, while the closest tempo has is the Zarya grab, but nothing to go with it. Oh, it looks like Joseph does swap off of support to go soldier. So they will be running double hit scan now. It's obvious they've recognized that DNA is one of the major problems right now. Ooh, nice anti onto the Hog and the Reinhardt, and the Rein gets nano boosted, but misses the charge and doesn't get close to anybody. He didn't really get anything off of that nano. DNA doesn't look like he's gonna switch though. Maybe he doesn't see their hit scan as enough of a threat to switch. Ooh, Pollet with a two-man shatter and gets the pin on the enemy Rhyme, but he gets taken out himself. I will say MJNA's been really good with those antis. Ooh, and another barrage coming out, but he does get taken out by Weebuology, and the Bob comes out, but so does the sound barrier. And Beshu holding aggro for Bob. Does manage to take him out before he runs away. Ooh! It looked like he pinned Colin out of a charge, maybe?
Twerking Tracers
And
held
now
that
Twerking
point for the
Tracers
entire
takes
time.
2-1. Yeah.
Super
They
dominant.
completely dominated Oasis. There's no other way to put it.
Play of the game.
And Johnny the man with play of the game. I was kind of expecting DNA to get it.
Огонь по готовности.
Yeah, that was a really good performance from Twerking Tracers. They seem to have found their groove.
Clear skies ahead.
Yeah. This is gonna be really surprising. Tempo right now are undefeated in the league. So the Twerking Tracers might be the first team to take a match off them. If they win this next map, which is Junkertown.
Now Pollett's on 140 ping. Oh, looks like TT lost someone. What's fourth map?
Junkertown.
Okay, Junkertown. I gotta agree with you on that one. Ooh, looks like Tempo lost somebody. Oh wait, Twerking Traces lost DNA. Okay, looks like they got their sub.
Yep.
I really hope TT wins this last map just so I can go eat because I'm hungry as fuck right
Dude,
now.
I just want to go watch fucking Owl. Apparently, the Fran was playing Torbjorn and they were winning. What the fuck?
What?
That's what these guys have been saying. Okay,
Okay, both teams
Twerkin
are
ready.
ready.
Welcome to Junkertown.
I expect someone to pull Pirate Ship. Junkertown's just such a good map for it, especially with the Bastion buff.
Yeah, I think teams will be ready for this one though.
Will TT become the first team to beat Tempo though? They're looking really strong right now.
Yeah, they are. I mean, who has the twerking face so far? I mean, let me just pull up league standings.
Meanwhile, my team hasn't won a single game. Feels bad.
No, unlucky.
I might be going to go play in the academy though, because my OPMT team might be coming over to
Oh, okay.
the current league, so I might just go play with them since Kane's going to be playing with them too, if they do.
Mhm.
But they want to wait till after playoffs in OPMT.
Attackers incoming in 10
Okay, so looks like TT will be running Pirate Ship. And Reinhog for Tempo with Widow and Hanzo as the DPS, so we'll be seeing double sniper.
Yay.
Definitely a pick comp right there. Though I'd maybe swap the Moira for the Zen. Especially with the Bastion.
1. Attackers incoming. Stop the
And Johnny is on Widow,
Yeah.
and looks like him and Sean are battling it out right now. Sean does go away, but gets picked off anyway.
Yeah, a huge break. It's going to give them enough space to shut this Bastion, and the Red Hawk's already used his hook, so he's not going to be able to hook this Bastion at the moment. But he gets melted by the Hanzo.
Oh.
Bastion needed to respect that.
Yeah, you really gotta respect the Storm Arrow. People were talking about Scatter Arrow being bad, and while yes, it was bad just because of the random bullshit, Storm Arrow is just as much of a threat.
Yeah, definitely a much bigger threat than Scatter Arrow in my opinion.
Yeah, see what Storm Arrow did, what personally I believe is Storm Arrow made it harder for bad Hanzos who relied on Scatter to get mileage, but the good Hanzos are even more dangerous now.
Yeah, for sure.
And Johnny's just getting
Yeah, and
picks today.
Ooh.
Oh, Bastion he blows himself up. And Beshu coming out with the whole hog. Ryan does get taken out. TT does have the advantage now. Moira takes out the Widow from behind though. Tempo looks like they will be able to hold it right here. And the Lucio's poking, but they got the Widow. That's not a good idea. Does look like he might manage to go away. Bastion gets taken out again. Colin is just killing it on this Hanzo right now. Let's see, we do have Bongo, and Pro Reaps does switch to the Pharah. But I don't think that's a good idea with a Widow on the enemy team and Colin's Hanzo, because Colin's proven he's able to hit Pharah consistently. Both teams duking it out right now, though.
Yeah, just looking to like get a pick and then engage. Looking for the opportunity. Don't only go for the hook. Doesn't mind to find anything.
They do get the pick on the Widow, though. Mercy ult comes out, but so does Hanzo's Dragons, but doesn't look like... Oh, wait. No, doesn't get anybody off it, but the Roadhog does get picked. Both teams are pretty even right now with... Twerkin Chase is pushing them back, but Temple's Reinhardt does get rezzed. And Colin is duking it out with Johnny. Both Mercies get their rest off, but Ryan gets taken out again. Oh, looks like they were able to push him off point and a wasted Mercy ult from Tempo. Colin's still behind, though. Jump off the ledge just to regroup with his team. Sean's Infrasight's coming out, but his whole team isn't there to make use of it. And Kawaii Raider's Hog does get taken out. Looks like he was overextended. Yeah, the Pharah seems to be working for Pro Reaps now, even with the Widow, but the Widow can't really focus on him since he's got another Widow to deal with. And another Dragon's coming out. Does get the Shatter, but Dragons doesn't get anybody yet again. And a Pharah ult comes out, solo ults the Widow. And Bullet managing to get away from Beshu's Hog. Does not get the kill on her. T-Nax does get the res on Paulitz Orisa though, and it looks like instead of Widow, Johnny will be running Tracer now. Whole Hog coming out again. Is managing to push him back, doesn't get any picks off of it, but as long as it gets him off the point, that's worth it. Hanzo Dragons does get the Lucio, Ryan does get res, Pharah does take out Kawaii Raider Zarya. And Orisa gets taken out. Looks like Temple will be able to hold it again. Ooh, does get the Arrez on Orisa. And Hanzo takes out Pro Reaps' Pharah. Ryan gets taken out just before the Coalescence can save him. Hanzo gets taken out too. Sean has switched to the Soldier. Just when you think Tempo is going to be able to hold it, TT comes back and clutches it. Will they be the first team to defeat Tempo?
Oh no, that's unfortunate. But the spawn is super close, so they're gonna be able to get that back super quick.
Okay, looks like Tempo will be able to hold it right here. Grav does come out, does manage to catch most of the team, but it doesn't look like they'll get any kills off of it. Mercy ult comes out, Pollet does get taken out. Doesn't look like they can get the res right now. Soldier ult comes out too, but Pollet, or T-Nex does get the res on Pollet. Both teams are trading characters pretty evenly right now.
See through the dragon's eyes.
Tempo does hold it again, and both teams are pretty even. X3 does switch to the Zen. And when did Pro Reap switch to Hanzo? Whole Hog coming out again, but it pushes them back enough to give them some space. Oh, both dragons coming out. Let's see, Colin gets the Moira, but Pro Reaps does get the Mercy. Both teams got this. Oh, nope.
60 seconds remaining.
Tempo's got a really strong defense right now, but if they can't pull it together on the offense, they will lose this map.
Yeah, Pro decided to go Sombra in this last minute. Is he going to be able to farm EMP in that time?
Yeah.
I think
I
he does
don't
manage
think so.
to.
Maybe
Maybe a super
if-
close call. But looking at this ult
Maybe if
advantage
they
right
can
now on
contest
Tempo's
it
side.
long enough.
Oh, and he gets hacked.
Does get the hack on the Zarya, so no grab. Oh, doesn't get the High Noon or the Shatter though. Oh, both support ults coming out too.
They're making sure they survive that grab.
I mean, the Transcendence was enough.
For sure.
Maybe they just wanted the Moira ult for the extra damage. It's working Tracers, looks like they will get back on the payload, but Tempo does have one more fight if they can get there fast enough. And Pollet does block the Shatter. Another Hanzo Dragons comes out. Pro Reach the Sombra does get taken out. He almost had EMP. Oh, Zen gets taken out by Collins Hanzo. Ooh, Pollet with the two-man Shatter does get the pin on the Rhine and takes out the... Oh no, Pollet gets taken out himself, and it looks like Tempo will hold it. But they have to get it all the way to win the match. Yeah, I think the Sombra switch was just too little too late, honestly.
Switching sides. Initiating match.
Alright, let's see what kind of team comp we'll see from TT this time.
Ready for battle.
Okay, so it looks like they'll be running the Orisa Hog again with the McCree. Will we see... Oh, and a Torbjorn from Pro Reaps.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Would you like this piece of cake? Would you like this fun novel bread?
Okay, so it looks like Tempo will be running the double sniper comp again. Pretty much same comp they had last time before they switched. I don't like the positioning on that Torb turret though.
1. Attackers incoming. Escort the payload.
And Torb turret gets taken out before it can even do anything. Yeah, I don't think the Torb is gonna work out with double snipers. They'll be able to pick that off pretty easily. Both teams battling it out right now. Nobody's gotten any picks yet. Tempo is pushing it pretty far though. They are forcing Twerkin Tracers back. Neither team has gotten a single pick yet though. The healers are doing a really good job at keeping everybody alive. Ooh, and 2 picks for Tempo. With the Widow behind it. Ooh, takes out the Torb too. Okay, so it looks like Tempo will cap first point on the first push, giving them a lot more time than Twerkin Tracers had. And the Hanzo Dragons do come out, doesn't really get anybody off. Let's see, Tempo has Grav, Coalescence, and Valkyrie and Shatter right now. Meanwhile, Twerking Tracer only has Whole Hog and Valk. Looks like Johnny switched to Genji too, and Pro Reaps is back on the Hanzo. Ooh, Pro Reaps does take out Sean's Widow though. Sound Barrier comes out, and so does Coalescence from Tempo. When T-Nax does get the res on Powlet, but Johnny gets taken out, and so does Mercy. And the Moira on point by herself with the Hog chasing her. Ooh, that's a huge stagger onto the Moira.
Yeah, but with no support ults, this should be a really easy grab combo.
Yeah, they've got Shatter, Grav Strike, and Valk. We haven't really seen a lot of Grav combos with Hanzo yet, though.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like it might... Oh, Counter Dragons! But the Counter Dragons doesn't get anybody, and Powlet and X3 are taken out. And Colin Weber does take out the Genji, too. Tempo's looking real strong right now. I don't know, we might just see a tiebreaker. Ooh, Whole Hog comes out, but he gets taken out immediately. And the Shatter comes out too. Ooh, and Powlet gets a pin onto the Mercy, but gets taken out right away. Dragon Blade does come out, but it doesn't look like he'll be able to get any picks off of it. And Tempo will catch second point, leaving them with 4.5 minutes left. Johnny going on to Ashe now. Hopefully that'll be able to help them, but they're gonna have to put on a really strong defense if they want to win this map. Impresites does come out. Widow does get taken out by X3 Zen though. And another Dragon's coming out. Takes out the Zarya. Powlet does get the Shatter, but doesn't look like it caught anybody. And he gets taken out himself. And Pro Reap's coming out with the Dragons. He's never really waiting for his Zarya though, but... I mean, he could probably pick it, get it back by the time that... Ooh, Mercy gets taken out by the Widow. And another Grav coming out, but they don't have anything to... Oh, never mind, they do get the Hanzo.
Yeah, they're all in front of the
it.
shield, yeah.
Man, I didn't expect Tempo to take it so easily. Mercy does get the res onto Johnny. Powlet does get a Shatter, but doesn't catch anybody. Oh wait, no, that wasn't Powlet that shattered. It looks like we're going to tiebreaker then. Okay, so what's the tiebreaker map?
Play of the game.
I think for the
And
first
Bullet
time.
with the Mercy play of the game. I have not seen a Mercy play of the game since she got 5-man res removed. I'm being legit serious. Oh, okay. I mean, I guess that's okay. 17k healing though, definitely not bad.
Yep. Tiebreaker is Busan.
Busan, okay. Okay, settings. Personally, I do want to see Twerkin Tracers win, just because. Oh, how do I switch their sides? Okay, both teams are ready. Let's get this.
Yeah. Final map.
Last map. I mean, Twerking Tracers prove that they're pretty dominant on control, so Tempo's gonna have to work real hard.
Yeah, for sure.
Looks like we will be getting the shrine first. Yo, I can't wait till Paris is released though. We should put that in next season.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind seeing it sooner because I think the playoffs are in 2 months, and I think that gives enough time for
Oh,
teams.
playoffs for here?
Yeah, playoffs for this league. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because I remember OPT starting playoffs, but I mean, I know
Oh.
Dabbing Doomfist isn't gonna put me on for the playoff game. At least not if they have their main team. Looks like Temple will be running Reaper and Symmetra this time. I was kind of expecting to see Goats again, but it's actually Twerking Tracers that's running Goats. But they do have the Reaper, and they do not have a Moira on Twerking Tracers, so that Reaper is going to be a problem.
4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
You're not scared, are you? You're not.
Zen getting some early ult charge, so is Paulette. They're gonna have to watch out for that Reaper though, definitely. Oh, and Joseph already gets taken out, giving Twerking Tracers the advantage right now. Oh, Sim gets taken out too. Oh, Twerking Tracers just coming out with the picks. Well, Sim and Brig are down. But they're still really not doing much about that Reaper. Bullet Slapper gets taken out too, leaving them without healers. It looks like Kawaii Raiders will switch to the Hog, meaning they'll be running their own variation of Goats now. With Colin going on Zarya, And Mercy, no, Lucio goats with Hog instead of Diva. I was kind of hoping we wouldn't see a goats v goats match, but here we are.
Yeah, I think both teams are just, just want to make sure they're getting swindled.
Yeah, ooh, grab does come out and the shatter gets them too.
A bunch of ults come out from the tempo side. They managed to cap the point as well.
They should have just saved that Zen ult. 3 people were already dead. It didn't really help, and now Zen's stuck without an ult. Getting the late, so they're gonna get the late stagger on the Zarya too. Oh, they're just staggering. They're staggering. Oh, pushing them back to spawn too. And Paulo is just in the middle of all that. Now they're just spawn camping Twerkin Tracers. They gotta be mad about that. Oh, Twerkin Tracers does get 3 picks though. Looks like they'll be able to recap the point because only Lucio gets taken out. Twerkin Tracers coming back hard after being pushed all the way back to spawn. Looks like Temple is taking their time to regroup. They're pretty split up though. Zarya and Hog are down mid and Ryan was on the left side for a minute. Rally comes out, ooh, and a Diva Bomb, but the Diva Bomb does... Ooh, Diva Bomb gets 3 of them! I didn't think that was gonna get any of them. The whole Hog comes out too, but... All of Twerkin Tracers is still alive, and it looks like they might get the stagger on the Moira. Nope, she does get away. I honestly didn't think that Diva ult would get them all, but apparently I was wrong. And another rally coming out, this time on Tempo's side. And Pollitt does get taken out. Sound Barrier comes out too. It looks like Temple might retake the point, but all Twerkin Tracers has to do is win 1 fight and they win this round.
Yep, and the ult economy is definitely.
I don't think them pushing forward is such a great idea because
I think they would have to. I think they need to push forward just to get an advantage in the ult economy because right now they're super behind.
True.
They have no support ults to defend them against this grab ult right now.
Yeah, and Twerking Tracers has Sound Barrier, Diva Bomb, and Grab. Grab does come out too. But the counter shatter comes out, stops the Diva Meg. But Pollitt gets the pin, but Diva Bomb still doesn't get anybody. Pollitt does use shatter, but gets nothing out of it. Transcendence comes out, saving his team from the grab this time. It's down to the wire right now, but Twerking Tracers has the advantage. Both Diva Bombs getting nothing. They've got Lucio up top middle, but they don't even seem to notice him. Oh, now they notice him. Yeah, he was just sitting up there for a minute, but he gets taken out pretty easily. It looks like Colin switched to the Hammond. Diva Bomb comes out. D-Mex the Diva.
Wow, very back and forth.
And Twerking Tracers will take first round. Honestly, I kind of like where that Lucio was sitting though. It was pretty fucking cheeky. And they didn't notice him for a good couple of seconds either.
I mean, I think they would focus on other people trying to kill them anyway.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. They won't be able to pull Hammond shenanigans or Lucio shenanigans on this map.
Yeah. It's much more difficult. It's an open space on point.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture.
Most teams decide to stick to these goats comp. Of course.
Colin Weber's back on Diva now too. Though Twerking Tracers does have the high ground advantage right now. But Pollitt dropping down on the point with none of his team to support him right now. But he does get the pin on the other Rhine. You'd think Tempo would have the better comp since they have more healing. Pollitt does manage to get out and escapes. Diva does get demeched on Twerking Tracer's side. Both teams duking it out right now. And Rally comes out, Grav comes out, and Shatter comes out. Just all the ults coming out right now. It doesn't look like either team are really focusing anybody right now, though. Tempo's Grav does come out, but Trans comes out, and so does Sound Barrier.
No.
Both teams desperate to capture the point. Diva Bomb comes out.
Oh.
And, ooh, another triple. Colin getting 3 picks. Looks like Lucio is stalling the point. I think he should just get out, though. And Tempo does manage to cap the point first, but they'll have to wait on their Lucio to get back. Pollitt does have another Earth Shatter. Both Rhines have Shatter, though. Oh, both Shatters coming out, and they do have Grav on Twerking Tracer's side. And the Grav does come out, but only the Brigitte is... Oh, they get 3 picks. And Azaria gets separated from her team. See, this is what usually happens every map. Tempo manages to catch it first, but then Twerking Tracers just recaptures it right away.
Yeah, I'm not expending too much of their ult economy either.
Yeah, Tempo's been using a lot of ults to catch the point, but
Yeah. And the benefit...
Twerking Tracers has been really conservative with their ults. Both rallies coming out and Beshu's Diva Bomb, but doesn't get anybody again. Coalescence coming out too. Pollitt missing his charge, but he does get bubbled. Does get taken out by Coalescence. Ooh, Diva Bomb. Colin with another double. Does get the Diva demech. Looks like Tempo will retake it again. Colin's been getting some pretty fat bombs though.
For sure. I mean, the benefit of the Zen goats is that you have the Lucio ult and the Zen ult as support ultimates.
And plus you have increased damage too, thanks to the Discord Orb and him having higher DPS all around.
Yeah, but something like a Diva Bomb, which you keep getting caught out from, is never gonna be
Trans
saved.
Can't really do anything about it. And Johnny's Grab does come out, but the counter shatter comes out catching 4. Ooh, Pollitt does get the shatter on both the Moira and the Lucio, but he gets taken out. Honestly, while Twerking Tracers has been managing their ults pretty well, there have been a lot of times where they just use ults and nobody can capitalize on it.
Yeah, but it's like they're always going to have a support available between the Zen or the Lucio.
Yeah.
So that natural advantage with the comp they're running.
Tempo has both Grab and Rally. The Rally comes out. See, the thing is, though, Twerking Tracers doesn't really have the healings. Like, yeah, they have the Transcendence, and, well, I guess Rally comes out too, but... I don't know, it's starting to look like this is Tempo's round. Twerking Tracers are putting up a good fight, though. Ooh, gets a 3-man shatter and pins the Rhine. Beshu does get D-Max. Rally comes out from MJNA. And yep, Tempo takes this round. This has been a pretty intense game, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, so you're going back and forth between both teams.
And now we will be going to the final match. You know, I'm honestly kind of glad they took out the whole you need 3 points to win, because that made control maps way too long.
Yeah, you'd have like 40-minute games. No one wants that.
Dude, you think that's bad? I was duoing with Slick Vic once. We were on Horizon, and it ended in a 6-6 draw.
A waste of time.
I was so mad, but alright, looks like both teams will be heading straight to point. See who will get the first pick. Pollitt and Joseph duking it out, but Pollitt gets picked first. I really think instead of the Lucio or the Brig, they should swap to the Moira, because they're not able to keep their tanks alive long enough. Like, that's Tempo's advantage right now, is they have the massive burst healing Moira provides. Alright, Pollitt is sitting on Earth Shatter. Oh, gets taken out before he can get his ult out. Yeah, Twerkin Tracer seems like they're falling apart a little bit now. But they do have 3 ults online. All 3 support ults are there, and Beshu will have Diva Bomb soon. Looks like Johnny is swapped to the Pharah now. So they'll be running triple support instead of Ghosts. And Diva Bomb does come out, but oh, it landed in the wrong place. And now Tempo's Diva Bomb will be coming out, and he does get the Lucio. It doesn't seem like the Pharah switch has been able to do much though. They still haven't caught the point. Pro Reaps does finally switch to Moira, but it might be too little too late. Pollitt does have another Shatter, but Joseph has been really consistent on blocking those. And Tempo takes it 3-2.
Wow, really close game between both teams. I feel like at one point it could have been either team.
Yeah, I really thought TT was gonna, I thought he was gonna take it. I honestly...
Yeah.
Okay, so I know we got to do MVPs. Let's do Tempo first.
Tempo.
Personally, I'd have to give it to either Colin or Joseph.
Yeah.
Because they played very consistently. Like, Colin had some really fat bombs. He was doing really good on DPS
bombs.
too.
He had like multiple diva bombs.
Yeah, it was
that saved the
multiple fat bombs. Like, his Hanzo on Junkertown was really ridiculous too, but... The thing is, Joseph, he had some amazing tank play too. He blocked a lot of shatters, got some really big fat shatters.
Yeah, I think
he
for
was
me,
really consistent.
I think for me, my vote would be Colin. I think he's the reason why they won so many of those team fights.
Yeah,
and then the reason why they won.
I'd have to agree.
Yeah, and then on the Twerkin Tracer's side,
I wanted to say DNA, but he left after like what, the 3rd map.
Yeah.
So I
And he
mean,
did perform
can we?
really
I
well
mean,
in Farah.
he
But at the same
did.
time, Johnny
Yeah.
the Man played like really well on every single map, and he played really consistently with his Zarya, and then the Widow and Icon one was
Oh
just
yeah.
nasty. I think Johnny the Man is
Yes.
probably for me like the most consistent player, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
I can agree with that. So Colin and Johnny then.
Yep, that's cool.
All right,
Alright,
so I'll put it in the MVP logs.
alright, sure, man. Alright, GG's. Thanks for casting, dude. Alright, end the broadcast.